Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's me, Maddie, and I'm back here with another D&D classes. This time it's the Barbarian. Thanks for coming in. Again, I really appreciate you guys dropping in on these videos. So, we went over the fighter, we went over the wizard. Well, let's dive into somebody else that can hit hard, hit fast, and quite frankly take all the hits that you throw at it. As a dungeon master, the barbarian will always live on unless you're targeting him. I know the whole meme is, target the squishy spellcasters. Yeah, that's at the top of the bell graph, but at the other outside of the outlier is you must hit the barbarian, as they are the least utilitarian, but also they are the most in your way as a dungeon master. That being said, as a player, your barbarian, you're going to be sticking around for a while. Unless you're running right into the fight and really trying to get yourself killed. As a barbarian, you are the tank. You are the ultimate deterrent. You're the ultimate intimidator. Yeah, you can always play the classic dumb, violent barbarian. You could also play the quiet, violent barbarian. There's also just a very big, burly individual that would like to maybe make the land a little bit of a better place, but has an anger issue. It's up to you how you want to roleplay your barbarian. That being said, just kind of diving right into it. The barbarian has a couple of specs here. The first two that you get are, off the bat, big barbarian ones, but you get the raged and you get unarmored defense at level 1. Unarmored defense, going to go over that first. Unarmored defense is great. When you're a barbarian, you're going to come in with a high strength and a high con save or a high con score, but make sure to look at your dex as well, because with thanks to unarmored defense, your armor class equals 10. As long as you're not wearing any armor, your armor class equals 10 plus your dex mod plus your con mod. So I know con and strength. Make sure dex is your second biggest one or your third biggest one, because those dex and con will pump right into your unarmored defense. That being said, let's go over to the rage, which is the meme of barbarians. Is if you're a barbarian, step number 1, I would like to rage. I've got a barbarian in our Curse of Strahd game. He's impossible to take down, and it's because he rages. And on his turn, I would like to rage. Thanks to rage as a barbarian, you are able to have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. You have when you make a melee attack using strength, you gain a bonus damage die. It basically scales with your barbarian level over time. And then this is the big one. This is what is going to keep your barbarian alive. This is how you're going to stay alive as a barbarian. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, which means, whatever, let's say you take 3 slashing damage, or you take 6 slashing damage. Because of rage, it becomes 3. So most monsters and bad guys are dishing out some sort of bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage, or a mix of the 3. But those are the 3 most prevalent damage types in the game. So you come in with a high unarmored defense, you rage, you're not taking damage, you're not getting hit. It's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that car start up outside my apartment, but that being said, just kind of hopping in. Also with your barbarian, you've got the danger sense. So starting at level 2, yeah, right here you got reckless attack and danger sense. Reckless attack basically means on your first attack, on your turn, your first attack, you can say, yeah, I'm going to go reckless. Basically, you've got advantage on the that next attack. That being said, everybody else has advantage on you. So use it with caution, because if you're attacking recklessly, you're leaving yourself open for a lot of damage. But if you're raging, it's going to be halved, so you probably want to pull them in closer to you anyways. After reckless attack at level 2, they get their danger sense. They get their danger sense, which is, as long as you're able to, hear or see a trap or any sort of spell, you'll have an advantage on a dexterity saving throw against it. So, anything kind of out of the ordinary, you're able to kind of pick up on it and make that quick reaction. Hopefully with advantage, hopefully it'll make that quick reaction. That being said, we're going to hop over at level 3. Most classes, they'll get their, what am I trying to say? They'll get their subclass. Fighter, it was 3. Wizard, it was 2. Barbarian, it's 3. You get your primal path. And then primal paths in the PHB alone, just kind of, skimming over them. The first one is Path of the Berserker. I just won't recommend it because you can rage. And that's great. It gives you like a little bit, from what I read, it gives you like a little bit of juice when you rage, but also when you go into this frenzy, you can suffer a point of exhaustion at the end of it. Exhaustion can kill you at 6 points of exhaustion, I believe, or less. It can kill you, and it takes a good minute to get rid of a point of exhaustion, unless your DM is just willy-nilly letting you get rid of exhaustion. It is a good, as a DM, having your players use exhaustion, putting it on them, that is a good way to, turn the heat up, put the pressure on, really get them thinking about what their next move is, because it can lead to death. They really got to play it smart, but, also, you just lackluster. Path of the Berserker, skip. Path of the Totem Warrior. This is the bread and butter right here. This is what everybody likes. I recommend going Path of the Totem Warrior, going wolf. That means everybody close to you will have advantage due to pack tactics, but that's just me. Basically, the Totem Warrior pulls whatever sort of animal or beast you're attuned to, as as you're in your backstory. That's the kind of beast you'll emulate on the battlefield while you're raging. So, like I said before, I'd go wolf. It gives you pack tactics. There's bear, eagle, wolf. Did I say bear? Yeah, there's just bear, eagle, wolf. There's other stuff in Xanathar's guide, but like I said, those are just going to be the 3 covered in the player's handbook. That being said, would I recommend playing a barbarian in your next campaign or your next one shot? Absolutely. Would I recommend throwing in the barbarian stat block they provide as a DM and making your players fight one? Absolutely. Homebrew, give your monsters that reckless ability where they, advantage on them, advantage the other way around too. You get what I'm saying? Definitely recommend playing a barbarian. You will be the tank of the party. You're going to either be picking up the dead ones like we've seen, or you're going to be just trying to making sure you're alive. Everyone else is all right, at least. But as a barbarian, you will be the damage dealer. You're going to be the tank, the charger, the striker. You have a lot of utility on the battlefield. That being said, remember, rule number 1 as a barbarian: I would like to rage. And then that's it. That's pretty much it. If you guys like what you saw, please make sure to drop a like, comment, or a subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that as well. We're going to get to 100 by 2023, I guarantee you. Drop a comment too, which class we should do. I do Monster Mondays on the day before, whatever today is. But just drop whatever we should do next. Always love what you guys offer. Thank you again. Hey, enjoy the rest of your day, man. Thanks for stopping by.